Hi, Jason. Tell me something about yourself.
Well, I am 30 years old. I'm married. I have two young boys at home. One's 5 and one is 4 months old. I am in my fifth semester right now at school at MITC and should hopefully be graduating with my associate's degree this December. Um, I have a assortment of other hobbies and skills, right? Computers, and movies, and sports, and other things like that. So.
Okay, next question. Why did you choose to study e-commerce and web administration?
I've been a big fan of doing web design for a while. It's something I actually found I do enjoy doing as opposed to other stuff that I've done before at different jobs that I've had. Uh, I actually can get myself lost in doing website design, and I lose track of time, so that have a lot of fun actually doing it. And the e-commerce aspect of it was nice because that involves a lot of project management and IT business related courses and things like that would also help in the business end of doing it as well. So it was kind of two kinds of degree programs rolled into one. It's kind of a more universal degree for helping me in my career.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the websites you've built?
I have designed several websites already. I've done one for a school, I've done one for a daycare, I've done for a few other local small businesses and organizations. So
Okay, great. Moving on. What have you learned during your time here in school?
the biggest thing I have learned is expanding upon my web design and development skills and abilities. There were a lot of things that I did not know how to do yet that I've mainly been self taught before going to school. So they were a lot more detailed and more advanced skills that I did not have that now I am much more fluent in than I would have was before.
Can you go in depth with some of those, like such as like what programs?
Well, I have using JavaScript and Ajax in my most recent class, and I have never had the opportunity to use those before. I've had a lot more practice in writing an HTML5 code, which is the latest and greatest version of HTML coding. Um, those are a couple things that I just didn't have access opportunity to do before outside of here because there are things and like that are really difficult to learn on your own, and you need to be in more of a school environment to learn and gain those skills. So those are the couple of big things that I've acquired.
Okay,
Uh,
great. What do you think are the qualities of a good web designer?
a good web designer pays attention to the functionality and ease of use of a website. If it's difficult to use, difficult to navigate, it's going to be difficult for a user to actually use your website. You want to make everything as clean and neat and straightforward as possible. Don't overdo it with pictures and videos and animations and all the bells and whistles that aren't always necessary on a website. Sometimes a clean, minimalist approach is a better way to present your information. Keeping a uh, universal look and feel to all the different pages of a site is a good idea. Having every different page look completely different is not good and not appealing to the eye when you're actually looking and reading a website. So, learning how to use proper colors on a website, not anything too bright or too crazy. You stick with your standard colors. Your whites, grays, blues. Don't want to do any heavy like bright reds or yellows or black or anything like that. That would be averse to people's eyes when they're looking at the website.
Okay, and moving on to our final question. Why should we hire you for our web design position?
I have developed, I think, all the skills necessary to be a good web developer and designer. I have experience in all the newest web design and development languages and software that are available on the market right now. I have uh, experience in actually doing web development and design already. Like I said earlier, for designed and done several customer websites already um, that are currently live and online right now. I believe I've done 5 to 6 in the past several years. I've added other skills and abilities to my resume with the most recent additions to uh, what I've learned at school between, like I said, JavaScript and HTML5. I have also had a lot of project management classes at school, as well as working on projects at my jobs that I've had before. I've done a lot of project management work and project worked at the companies I've worked for already that have led me to have the ability to lead projects. And that when you're doing a web design, it is a large project. There's a lot of different things that are involved in the design, the idea phase, the getting all the content for the site, to presenting the site, making sure it fits the needs of what the customer is looking for. So I think I have all those skills and I have experience in all those areas already.
Okay, great. And that is the last question of our interview. So I'm going to open it up to you now if you have any questions for us.
Yeah, there were a couple questions that I had thought of before I came here. First off, I guess, is what is your company's management style? I, I've worked for several different managers, more hands-on and heavily micromanaged. I was curious what your approach was to that.
Sure. We have a more hands-off approach, I would say here. We tend to let our employees experience more and do things more on their own.
Okay, so employees work more autonomously then.
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I guess the last one that I was looking at would be, what are the prospects for growth or career growth and career advancement here?
Well, I would say that we have an unlimited growth potential here. There are so many opportunities for advancement in the company in all different departments. You can go pretty much anywhere here.
Okay. So is there a long career path or career track that you have for this position? Or is it like a small group, or are there actual positions that you could be promoted to and advance to and things like that?
Right. Well, you can start out, at step one, and you can basically move up within your group, or you can move out of your group into more of the management type positions
Okay.
or leads, all those different areas.
Okay.
So in closing, we thank you for interviewing here and wish you good luck, and we will be contacting you if we have any other questions and with possibly a job opportunity.
All right. Thank you very much.